Okay, here's some film from the Badger scrimmage that I'm going to analyze for us. So on this first one here, good job taking with your hands. So you're going to notice that this ball is slightly underset to Zinni, where it becomes unhittable. Doesn't quite get to him. I don't know what the call is here. Zinn looks pretty darn wide, especially for 31. Let's see how that ball's dying. And he can't get a swing on this ball. So he's able to tip or swipe it to where he's going to win us a free ball here. Now we're going to then look at how we rotated to pass this free ball. So we know it's coming. How did we rotate? I think Craig's just a little bit late. I mean, we should be able to recognize it from here. Okay? Even before this. After the second contact here, we should know. Okay? Danny should be dropping way off the net. Okay? Danny, get your ass back there. Craig to the middle court. Chandler, take deep. Casey, get short. Zinn, start your transition. Don't let the ball hit you. Okay? That's how it should look. See here, slightly late. Craig comes up a little too far. If they put it just over the tape where it's going to land at 3 feet deep, it's not your ball. Okay? If it's going to land way up there, okay, we're gonna have our middle pretty much take that. Okay, so he's slowly transitioning off the net as a middle, so that way Craig can stay a little deeper. We pass this thing about 8 feet off, but it's high. Miggy can adjust. Obviously, we want a better free ball pass, but this isn't going to kill us. Okay, so the ball's in his hands. Where is he going to go? Okay, you can't tell. He does a very good job staying step up here. Casey's got a good approach on his second step. It doesn't look like I got much of an approach. I don't know if I wasn't expecting it or Craig got on the way, but Bick's a good option here. Danny's on his second step. See how he's on his left foot stepping down. He's ready to kill a ball. I would think Zinni would be our best option here, especially with it not being a perfect pass. Most defenses are going to kind of have this blocker here bail, which he kind of does, and this guy is in no position to help on the quick. So we would pretty much have Zinni one-on-one, but we're not at that level yet with our middles. So setting Danny high enough here is a very good option. Okay, so it's just about to contact the ball. Let's see how our coverage is. Craig, phenomenal. Chandler, getting in there, decent. Zinni, standing and watching a little bit. Miggy, standing and watching. Casey, on the move, converging towards the ball. Now, how would we want this a little better? Craig gets underneath the block, perfect. He doesn't have to move. Chandler crashes in, or so he can crash in there, or back here, depending on where everyone else is. Okay? As long as we're all aware and we're low, we're going to cover a lot of balls. Okay? So in this situation, it would probably be Chandler should go and try to work this way so that Zinni and Miggy can get low and recover the balls in there. But it's a pretty good hitter coverage. Okay? So I know Danny's used to getting a kill all the time, but he doesn't get back to the net quick enough. I mean, the setter's already taking this ball here, and we're moving towards the middle of the court. Okay, see how Danny's off the ground? Okay, he's not ready to move. Okay, so if it's a quick set back to his guy or a Bick, it's going to be hard for him to close to both options. And luckily the middle didn't transition, because if the middle attack was even coming in for a back one, Danny really would have been in a tough spot to get up and block all the hitters that would come to his zone. Okay, but you'll see where he sets here. It's a Bick. They're slightly off on timing, but let's check what we do defensively. Okay, first off, do we close the block? Okay, Miggy opens up with horrible footwork here, left, right, and you'll see that he's contacting the ball right now, and look at where Miggy's hands are facing. This guy was trained to cut the ball back to the one zone, like we're hopefully going to be trained. This ball is ricocheting off Miggy and going who knows where. Okay, very good chance for them to score that way. But Zinni takes up a good portion of the court. He sat on that Bick pretty well. Danny does a good job getting late hands. Chandler defensively rotated over towards this way, kind of as a read. based on where the set was. Okay, that's fine. Maybe a little deeper. The ball's being contacted though, so we should not have our feet up in the air. Okay, we should be grounded. We should be ready to move and dig balls in both directions. Okay, the move from opening up from base this way, you should just kind of turn your toes and shuffle once and get back to grounded. Casey does this pretty well, but he's cheating into the court a little bit. But I mean, with all this room that this guy has here, it's a great move. So I think we're in a good spot, besides Miggy's block. He just misses, and we're on to the next point. Okay, so right here, the ball's in the setter's hand. Where is he setting? The right side. It's pretty obvious. I don't know what Zinni bites on here. I think he's just not in a very good spot initially. Okay, we shouldn't have to move as the middle blocker. Okay, you're sitting here in your neutral stance. Okay, so pass drifts over that way. I'm going to shuffle left once. Oh, wait, my middle didn't go that way. Okay, there's no need for you to move unless you think it's so obvious that I might want to get there for a triple. Okay, this ball is a little bit too quick for us to get 3 up, and we don't know early enough. Okay, so this ball is getting to the setter too quick for us to get 3 blockers up. Okay, so Zinni, you should stay in the middle of the court and then read the set, or if you see it, read it, shuffle once, and go. But you shouldn't shuffle early and then bite back on your middle. Okay, he's about to contact the ball right there. Okay, how do we rotate defensively? Craig, deepen up just a touch. Okay, because you have no tips or balls in here anymore. Okay, so those are all me, and I'm in a good spot to take those. Casey, good job taking away the seam shot. Let's see how he's right in line there, guys. Okay, I know we're going to train to get this guy back here a little bit more, but if this is where the seam lies, you're on that line. Okay, and then Miggy, good job. Okay, ooh, that's not what I wanted. Okay, but he opens up his toes. He bites into the court a little bit. I think that's because Zinn gets beat, and there's a little bit more cross-court open. But he's in a good spot. His feet are planted. He's ready to dig a ball. His palms are up. Casey's palms are up. Chandler's palms are up. Craig's kind of got his shoulders shrugged already, as if he's going to serve receive a ball. We'd kind of like you to be a little lower. Get your butt a little lower. See how you're standing up a little bit more than Casey, Miggy, and myself. Get a little lower and get your palms up. You're not creating a platform necessarily when you dig a ball. Okay, you're going to need to be quick and get those palms up. Okay. Danny ends up blocking this ball. Okay, to ruin the surprise. But let's check out this block. Okay. See how high Danny gets? He's right here. Realistically, Danny could jump in not quite that high, but you know what I mean. He could get way higher than this, but that's not what matters. What matters is how far over the net he gets, how pressed he gets. He's got a very disciplined block, okay? So some of you guys that can jump really well, you don't need to max jump, okay? See how high off the ground Danny gets here? Like a foot. And that's all he needs to press his hands over the net and get in the way of the hitter, okay? Get your hands pressed over the net, guys. That's the moral of the story. If you set them up properly and just get them over the net, you're going to block a lot of balls. Don't have to get super high.